Welcome to the School of Silence.
This is where the noisiest children in the country are sent for some intensive silent training. And today, 4 new pupils have got to prove they've got what it takes to stay completely silent. What? They're here. Brilliant. Yeah, but for how long?
This week's noisemakers are from Sunderland. They've been driving their families to distraction with their non-stop racket. They're now being assessed by the headmistress and their form tutor.
Come to the front! Come to the front! Right, you! Name!
Dennis is a big fan of roller coasters. He loves to scream his head off all the way round the loop-the-loop.
You! Name!
Matthew says he gets told off at least 6 times a day. Let's see if the teachers here can get through to him.
Name!
Now, Brandon's not just noisy. He's got a bit of a rep for being cheeky too. I'm sure the headmistress will keep an eye on him.
You at the end!
Liam is the chatterbox and usually spends his lessons yapping to his mates. I don't think the teachers here will put up with that.
Right, let's get them out of here! Get them out!
Well, the staff have got their work cut out with these 4 tearaways. Can't wait to see how they do.
Shh! Here's how the day works. The new pupils have 3 challenging classes to learn how to be silent, followed by the crucial final exam, which will determine whether they graduate or will be expelled. If they are too noisy, I will know about it, thanks to this device, the Gobstop 2000, the latest in noise monitoring technology. If they pass, they will graduate and receive the ultimate reward, the Golden Gobstopper. If they fail to keep that shut, then I will have no choice but to expel them. Shh! Now, before we begin, I must ensure the school has been hushed down. 7 seconds to hush down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Shh.
It's time for the first class in their silent training. The tutor is Mr. Gross.
Hands up, who's breathing? Well, if you are, and I guess you must have to, try to do it quietly, please. Come in!
Hey!
Oh, good grief. Shh! What are you doing? Who's whispering? I am Mr. Gross, your teacher for general studies. This is the first part of your silent training. You'll come to grief. We will be conducting a series of tests that must be completed in absolute silence. Remember, Miss Gobstop is listening constantly on her Gobstop 2000 through these microphones. To determine which child does each test, we will be picking gobstoppers from a jar, which are the same colours as all of your ties. Matthew, attention please, sit up straight. You have a final exam at the end of the day, and if you do not listen to your training, then you will fail and be expelled.
The first part of the silent training starts here.
Dog sick. During this test, you will fill up 2 Wellington boots with some lovely, disgusting, stinking dog sick. And then your chosen teammate will have to wear them for 30 seconds in absolute silence.
What does that thing do again?
That lights up if you make too much noise, Matthew. Right, let's find out who's doing it. Liam, pick a gobstopper. A red one.
I'm so sorry, Dennis. Bye-bye.
Oh, poor Dennis.
Ah, those poor lads. They think it's real dog sick.
Oh, you just see the sweet corn moving.
You see?
The side.
Oh. Right, Liam.
It's very heavy.
And the next one. There's a good boy. it cold, Dennis.
Oh my God.
I should have warmed it up for you.
Oh.
I didn't want to get it mixed up with my soup. Right, you have 30 seconds. In absolute silence, your time starts now.
Oh no, bad start.
Oh, that is sick.
Matthew deliberately setting off the Gobstop 2000. Yeah, he doesn't seem to have grasped the idea yet. The others are keeping pretty quiet, though. Oh, Miss Gobstop is not going to like his performance one bit.
Time up. Sit down.
Oh,
good grief.
oh,
Far too much noise.
Jesus.
Did you notice to set off the Gobstopper 2000?
Twice, that's it. Wow.
Twice.
Twice.
That's 2 times too many, Liam.
Let's hope they do better with the next part of their training.
Sludgy back. Brandon, I think you can pick with your slimy hands. Hopefully it's Dennis again. Or Matthew. Silence! You'll come to grief.
Bye-bye.
Oh!
It dropped. Doesn't count.
Matthew, I'm afraid it does count. Even if he dropped it, it is you. Right.
No.
Matthew, you will have 30 seconds to remain silent whilst you have disgusting sludge poured down your back. It's sludge that we've gathered up from all the dirty areas around the school. Brandon, you'll be the sludge pourer. Now, you have 30 seconds, and this goes for all of you.
Please stop, please.
Your time starts now.
Oh, talking.
Oh, you're so dead. Oh, you are so dead.
Laughing and talking.
Please don't lump me bits. I don't care about the lumpy bits. Oh, my.
Oh, the Gobstop 2000's off the scale.
You might. Oh, there's wood in it. Oh, God. Oh, what's the point?
Oh, dear.
Time's up! Now, brilliantly done, Brandon. Are you aware that throughout the whole thing, you were giggling, you were commentating, you were running a commentary?
Exactly. It's what you meant to do once you're getting mud poured down your back.
Not in the school of silence, Matthew. My fellow teachers, I feel dreadfully sorry for them. They're going to have an awful time trying to train you to be silent. Do you think you can manage it?
No.
That's a fair assessment, Liam. Well done. At least you're honest. Right, that's it. I've had enough of you. Please, get out of my classroom.
Look at my Gobstop 2000. Flashing lights. Noisy boys.
He's been in an incident.
Mr. Gross really had his work cut out for him. They have a lot to learn and not a lot of time to learn it in.
OK, fellas, that was your first lesson. How did it go, Brandon?
Okay.
Yeah, I think as far as worst for wear goes, Matthew, I think you got the wrong end of the stick on this one. How are you feeling?
Very badly soaked.
Could you stand up for us? Can you show us your back? Look at that. OK, now, of course, this is all part of your silent training. You've got to go to the canteen, and you've got a science lesson as well before the final exam. Do you think they're going to be easier than Mr. Gross's class?
If it's worse than this, that one's going to run away.
No running away. Well, the next one's going to be a bit messy. You're in the canteen with Nora and Brittany. Are you going to be silent?
Yes.
It's
No.
all part of the training, Matthew. We'll see how it goes. Good luck, boys. You're off to the canteen.
Attention. This is the School of Silence. Would the pupil with the creaky chair please stand up for the rest of the day?
Next up, it's Nora Nugget in the canteen for Class 2.
Chloe, it's lunchtime. Oh, Brittany, how exciting. 4 young gentlemen today. That is a change, isn't it? My name is Nora Nugget and my lovely assistant, Brittany. And you've been sent to us this afternoon as part of your silent training, isn't that right? Yes? Right. We have got a Gobstop 2000 in here. If you see that flashing red at any point, boys, that means you're making far too much noise. And Miss Gobstop will be listening. She is monitoring every sound you make.
So, what's first up on the menu?
Horseberry sandwich. Now, you might be wondering how we arrive at horseberry sandwich, are you? Has that crossed your minds?
Yeah.
Well, the horse comes from the horseradish, you see, and the berry is strawberry, right? So together they become horseberry. Brittany, dear, can we have the gobstoppers there? The green!
Yes.
What is your name, young man?
Brandon.
Brandon. Are you hungry?
No.
No? Well, you better eat all this sandwich up, I tell you. There we go, there's the ingredients. We've got the strawberry jam and the horseradish sauce, all right?
No, did you get too
Oh,
much jam
lovely.
on
That should
that?
make it nice and sweet, won't it?
No, put loads on, I win. Oh.
That's lovely. That's going to make
John.
it, give it a nice kick. Now, are you happy with that, Dennis? Just in half, or do we want quarters? Right. OK, are you hungry? You better be. I want you've got to eat as much of that sandwich as you possibly can in 30 seconds without making a single sound. And that goes for all of you. Are you ready? You have 30 seconds, Brandon, starting from now, dear.
That weren't me, that weren't me, that weren't me.
We know it's you, Matthew. Ooh.
I'm not gonna swallow it.
Lots of talking there.
No, you've got it! I'm not going to.
This is not looking good.
You know you are too. It tastes like jam.
At this rate, the team don't stand a hope of graduating.
Get your teeth into that, man.
Absolutely no
your
self-control.
teeth into that. Go on.
Oh, that's time.
He's got to swallow it.
Oh, well. That didn't go down too well, did it, Brandon, dear? You very rarely close your mouth at all, do you, dear? You're supposed to say silent. Shh.
Oh, dear. Hopefully they'll do better on the next one.
Custard.
Cool.
Salon. Right. Now, you will have 30 seconds to restyle your teammate's hair using custard and a few choice accessories that Brittany's lent us from her private collection. Right? So, let's find out who it's going to be. Now, who shall we get to pick this time? Brandon, would you like to pick the coloured gobstopper there?
No peeking. Any bets it's me.
Oh, Dennis! Oh! Shh. All right, 30 seconds, starting from now.
On your head, son.
Noisy. Matthew's still yapping away. Giggling.
Put the pan on his head, man. Put the pan on his head. Put the pan on his head.
Oh, come on, guys.
Oh, and that's time up, I'm afraid, Brandon. Well, you've done quite well with the custard gel there. How are you feeling?
It's going down.
Hey, but you were so noisy all the way through, weren't you? Thank you, Brandon, dear. Matthew and Liam, if you keep talking, you are not going to pass your final examination. Miss Gobstop will be very, very cross with you. Well, I wish you very good luck, boys, and I'll see you soon. Cheerio, dear. Come on, Brittany, dear. Brittany, come along.
Amazing! One of them is learning. The red one. Darling Dennis.
Mine's worse than that, isn't it, though?
If only the other three would take a leaf out of his book.
Look at me back.
Yes, quietly.
All right, fellas, lesson 2. Dennis, how's it going?
You know.
Can you talk us through what happened? You've got a new look going on.
Yeah. Just like pour a lot for always.
So the idea was to see how quiet you could stay whilst having custard poured on your head. You're not staying too quiet though, are you? There's a bit of talking going on. Is there a reason? Are you trying to wind the teachers up and then in the
I'm trying to
final
make
exam?
them, like, get a bit wound up so we can get expelled.
You want to get expelled? Does everyone want to get expelled though? You want to graduate? Brandon, how about you? You want to graduate? Liam? You want to graduate too? Matthew, you're kind of outnumbered here. This is a team effort, so if you actually do make the most noise in the final exam, you can get the team expelled. You've got one more lesson to go to, that's with Miss Bunsen. She's a bit mad, but you'll like her. She's cool. Good luck, boys.
Attention! Attention! This is the School of Silence. All pupils who applauded at the end of the school play stay behind for detention.
So, for the final part of the day's silent training, the team from Sunderland head to the science lab to see Miss Bunsen and silently test some of her never-working inventions.
Oh, here they come! Here they come! Come in! That's right! That's... Oh, hello, Matt.
Matthew. Come and take a seat. Nice to meet you. My name is Miss Bunsen, and I am your science teacher. Now, it's very important that you understand you must do science in silence. Got it? Good. Right then.
I wonder what crazy invention she'll use to test them first.
Invisibility suit. One person has to get dressed up in a suit. The other person has to splatter paint to match the background, you see, and then you'll just blend in with the backdrop like a chameleon. Do you see what I mean? Oh, we've got the coloured gobstops. Liam, are you going to pick? Yeah. All right then, my dear. Go on then.
Liam, if you do,
who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Oh. Unlucky, Matthew.
I'm sorry.
That'll teach you for being so cheeky, eh? You must dip the brush in, and it's probably best to get lots of paint on the brush. That's it.
Lots of paint.
Scoop it up and splat it on. All right. You don't have very long to do this, boys. Oh, your time hasn't started yet.
That's against the
Liam, hold your horses. Now your time starts in complete silence. Now.
Yeah. You do anything. You do anything but me, mate.
Is Matthew ever going to get it?
I love this, mate. Like. Yeah.
Liam, noisy.
This is 30 seconds up, mate.
Matthew, shush.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, they're never going to get through the final.
Time. Enough. Well, I think we can safely say the invisibility suit didn't work, did it, boys? No, and neither was it silent testing. Terrible. Let's try another one. Go and sit down, boys.
Still not quite ready for the exam. What's next?
The human laundromat. Well, I was thinking to myself, why waste time taking your clothes off to wash them? Why not wash them when you're in them? Brilliant, isn't it? Brilliant! Doesn't that sound great? One of you will be standing, of course, in your clothes. The other person will be washing the clothes, getting them nice and spring cleany. You know, who's it going to be, though? Who's it going to be? Let's have you, Dennis, because I've heard you've had a bit of a raw deal, haven't you? You've had to do a lot of the tests, haven't you? Yeah. Oh, dear, Dennis. Why did you do that? That was a bit silly, wasn't it? OK, never mind. Let's go. Now, remember, the aim is to do this in complete silence, boys. Yes, and this is your last class before the final exam. So, your silent time starts now.
Some bubbly soap on there. A little giggling. Is the team actually being quiet? Even Matthew's sitting quietly. This is unbelievable. That's the conditioner.
On the end.
Oh, it was going so well.
Time out. Oh, dear. Let's have a look. Doesn't seem to have worked, does it, Dennis?
Pie?
No. Right, boys, back to your seats, and back to the drawing board for me, I think.
Yum.
Oh, dear. Well, I don't know that you've done particularly well in my class, boys. Let's hope you do better in your final exam with Colonel Kittens. Bye-bye.
A terribly bad start in science.
At least you've had a bit of a good one.
But Dennis's silent behaviour is obviously having an effect on the boys. They all remained remarkably silent in the second experiment. Very, very good.
So that's it, fellas. That's pretty much all of the silent training you're going to get before you get to your final exam, which of course is up next. Are you nervous about it?
No.
You're not nervous at all? Do you think, in that case, that the silent training's been working?
I've just been doing this so I'm being very noisy, but on silent, I'm just going to be silent. On the end of the day, I'm just going to be silent on this one.
Well, listen, it's a team effort, so basically, Matty, if you let the boys down, you're letting everyone down, so you've got to do it for your mates. Brandon, you're going to stay clean by the end of it? Liam?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Hide behind the fence and everything.
OK, well, I don't think you'll be able to. You'll soon see why. Colonel Kittens is waiting for you. Good luck in your final exam, boys.
Attention! Attention! This is the School of Silence. Pupils are reminded that the list of unacceptably noisy pets now includes stick insects.
They've had their 3 classes, and now it's time for their final exam. Colonel Kittens will really put them to the test. To graduate and win the Golden Gobstopper, they must keep that shut. If they set off the Gobstop 2000 3 times, they will be expelled!
Well, their silent training's all been building up to this, their final exam, with Colonel Kittens.
Right! My name is Colonel Kittens. These are my munitions. And believe you me, they're all coming your way. Miss Gobstop will be listening on those little microphones in front of you, monitoring every little snigger, every little whimper, and every scream on her Gobstop 2000. Are you ready to suffer in silence?
Yes! Yes!
Good, because here it comes. Your time starts now!
OK, we're starting with the strawberry plop. Sniggering early on, but will that be enough to set off the Gobstop 2000? Dennis looking good. Oh, a giggle from Matthew. No surprise he's there, but will that be enough to set off the Gobstop 2000? The Colonel gurning in his face. And now applying a minty pedicure. You can see the concentration from the boys here really trying to hold back those giggles. Oh, not for long. Freezing cold water. It's not easy, Liam. He's doing OK. That might have been too much noise, though. Dennis so far unshakable, and he holds true to form. Nice work, son. Bit more noise there, but will that be enough to set off the Gobstop 2000? Let's try a bit harder, Colonel. Yes, custard on the head. And now silly string at close range.
Come on.
Liam, no talking. I can't believe Liam just spoke. That will have almost definitely set off the Gobstop 2000. What is he doing? Giggling, girly feathers. It's a bit of a mess, a bit like the boys' performance. Oh dear.
Time up! Not half bad, considering what I've heard. However, there was one little sniggerer who may well have let you down. I wonder who it was. Matthew. The question is, have you set off the Gobstop 2000? 3 times. Now's the time to snigger, boy. Now you can.
Yeah!
I think we should find out whether you've graduated or whether you'll be expelled. I personally couldn't care less either way, as long as I never see you again. Now get out!
How do you feel?
Nothing.
Brilliant.
How do you think you did? Do you think you're going to get expelled, or did you graduate in the final exam? You graduated?
Hopefully. I think Miss is gonna definitely
Graduate us, definitely.
boot us.
No.
I don't know. It's like kind of like halfy.
Graduated or expelled?
Graduation.
Graduated?
Graduate.
I'm going with him. Graduate.
Graduate.
OK then, well, let's find out, shall we? Miss Gobstop's waiting for you, boys. She will consult the Gobstop 2000. It's very accurate. I hope you've done it.
Enter. Could have cleaned yourselves up a bit. So, you were sent here because you're all far too noisy. And I've put all 4 of you through rigorous silent training today. Let's look at your reports. Liam, the giggler, found your teammates' ways so very amusing, didn't you? Especially when making your friend invisible in science.
I love this, mate.
What a disaster. Matthew, the chatterbox. Talking all the way through Mr. Gross's class, even when having sludge poured down your back.
Oh, you're so dead. Oh, you are so dead. Oh, there's blood in it.
Good night.
No.
No.
You want to try it out?
Matthew.
Sorry.
Brandon, one of the better ones. You kept relatively quiet at first, but got louder and louder. Setting off my Gobstop 2000. Dennis. My nice, quiet Dennis. If only your friends took a leaf out of your book. So let's see, how did you do in your final exam? To my surprise, you all pulled your socks up, even though you weren't wearing any. So, did you fail, or will you graduate?
Graduate.
You still made a lot of noise, boys. Noisy boys.
Noisy.
I can now reveal to you. You graduated.
Yes. Yes.
Ah, that was very quiet.
Oh, no.
What is it? You only set off the Gobstop 2000 twice in the final.
Who was it who set it off twice?
Who's speaking right now?
Let's see the strikes.
Well done, well done. God, you go.
So, I'm going to give this to Dennis. There you are, Dennis.
No.
Now be on your way and spread the silence. Get out.
Well done, fellas. Go on, son. We'll just... Come on, son.
More School of Silence next week, but up next is MI High.
This week, despite being on a mission to get fit, the pupils of St Hope's can't stop getting fatter.
Easy.